Welcome back to the series part 2 on storage, data, and devices. So today we're going to be going over a regular SD card that you're probably really used to seeing and using when shooting photo and video and more. It's a pretty widely used device or thing or card when you're shooting on a camera of any sort. Even way back in the day on your really cheap point and shoots that you bring underwater, they use these. So if you haven't watched the micro SD card video, it's basically the same thing about how it works, just the uses for it are a little bit different. So a regular SD card is pretty small. You've probably seen this multiple times. This goes inside of your camera. It can go inside of other devices that accept an SD card, but generally cameras are the things that use an SD card. That's what they're known for, in my opinion. I don't know if that's 100% fact, but I've never heard of anything else using an SD card that's used for more consumers in general. So the way an SD card works is you just put it in your camera and it shoots photos and videos. So the only thing you need to know about is the speeds, the transfer speeds, and how SD cards work. You'll notice that sometimes there's different colors, there's different brands, and there's different speeds you see on the packaging of an SD card. Now, the one thing to look out for is the advertised speed is generally not your write speed. So when you are looking at an SD card, you have read speeds and write speeds. Write speeds are how fast data can write to the card, and the read speeds is how fast it can transfer to something else, or how fast it can be read from when you are trying to get the data or see the data or watch a video or look at a photo from the SD card. So they usually advertise the read speed to make it look like it's faster than it actually is, but the most important speed is your write speed. So this one says it's 200 megabytes per second speed, but that's actually going to be 95 megabytes per second write speed, whereas only 200 read. So it's a big difference because writing obviously takes a lot more than reading, but that is an important number to note because every camera is a little bit different and every type of video shooting or photo shooting requires a different speed. For higher end cameras that shoot really fast photos in bursts or in high continuous shutter mode, you might need a CF Express card or a really fast SD card because it can only handle so many photos at a time because of how fast it can be written to. Or that's why you may need a different speed for your SD card. Now, the way the ratings work is you basically, let's call it a photo speed and a video speed. That's not 100% how it works, but that's going to be the easiest way to summarize it. Your video speed is going to be a V on your card, like V90, V30, V60. Whereas photo is going to be a U. That's going to be your general transfer speeds, your U3, your U1, and things like that. So you'll notice that on here, it says a V30 and a U3, and it also has a 10 with a circle around it. These all mean various different things, but it's essentially telling you the speeds of certain types that it can handle. So just take a look at a chart online and you can see kind of how things work. And you usually need a faster speed for higher end cameras and a lower speed for lower end cameras, just because the functionality of different cameras is, a lot more in the higher end ones. But just keep in mind the speeds when you're looking at cards. I recommend at least a V30, but a V60 or V90 definitely won't hurt because the faster the better. You'll never run into buffer issues or any issues with a video file or something not being able to be transferred due to your processor only being able to handle so much temporary data at a time. But that's the generalization of an SD card. Hopefully that helped you a little bit in understanding how they work. But that's it for today, guys, and we'll see you on the next one.